want this resolved. I want to know the answers. And I promised her that I would never let go of it. This is all we have. This is it. And this is not right. It's not going to bring her back to find out who killed her. But it's going to mean a little justice for these kids, and it's going to make the world a little better and safer. And that's what we're put on this earth to do, is to make this world a little bit better and safer for generations to come.
Everyone wants a clean ending. Everyone wants a solved case. I think the knowledge that people enter with that it's been 35 going on 36 years without any resolution kind of gives you a clue that there may not be that clean-cut resolution.
It's a hard one. There's a lot of leads, a lot of stories that don't match, and we need people to step up and tell us what they know. It's like, as Marshall said, they're grown up now, and they've lived their life, and hopefully they realize let's provide some closure for these families. So there are so many questions, but we did figure out a few things. A key thing is who gave Sally that gun, and we did get confirmation it was Steve Schaefer.
Is her name Steve Schaefer?
And then once Sally gave the gun to Counts, what did Counts do with it? He said he turned it over to the police department. So we found out that was Detective Massey.
Jimmy Burnett, by hiring the investigator in the Philippines and confirming once and for all that he was dead, and the possibility of going after his possessions that are still in the Philippines. There was also, a whole set of people close to Jimmy Burnett that we found that no one had ever talked to with the investigators, particularly his military buddy who said he was sitting at a bar drinking beers one time and said that Jimmy mentioned, I've killed people too before, which I thought was rather significant.
Every listener wants to know, why don't you just find DNA? That's how everything is solved now. These cold cases are solved with DNA. And so really diving into why that's so hard with this, with what little material they have, that the DNA on it is mixed, why that's hard, the decomposition of the bodies.
When they're outside, the body decomps. And so those fluids is actually bad for DNA. It actually kills the DNA that's there. Even the victim's DNA is hard to obtain.
All the challenges there and what would need to happen to actually match some DNA.
There is all that other evidence that you saw in the basement of the sheriff's office.
Well, these are Shane's pants.
So much evidence, yeah. Let's run it all through again, because some of the bags that evidence in have been sealed for 35 years. And Terry says we keep them sealed waiting for this technology. But it's like, well, at what point do you look and see what else is on there? I definitely, and I'm sure lots of listeners are like, why can't you find something there and match with somebody? And also introducing for the parents this new cold case unit.
Yeah, that was key, and that was actually Bill Wade's idea. Sally's stepdad. We were talking one day on the phone about how things were going, and he said, have you heard of this cold case and missing persons unit out of the Attorney General's office? And so then we pushed the parents to get Hannah to officially ask for a review by this unit. When I say pushed, I just meant it would be a great idea. Do you like the idea? And they said, we love the idea. Let's do it. So, yeah. For me, I think my interest in this case will never end. I do hope to stop having so many dreams about it. So, but no, I think that, there's going to be some key points that I'm going to follow up on, certainly keep track of.
Yeah, there's some things that are, it's just like, this needs to be figured out.